What's up, y'all? I've got some good news for you today. We have Kostas Tzakopoulos in the house, and he has landed a fully remote tech sales role, and he's here to tell us all about it. So, Kostas, welcome, brother. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my friend. So I don't know where to start from, but like 14, 15 days ago, I just met you. And to be honest, I didn't believe that I could land there on tech sales so fast and that
Dude,
good of a.
14 days. That's
Yeah.
it. 14 days. Like,
Yeah.
it literally
So,
took you 2 weeks.
yeah, it depends because you have to be, it's all on you. You have something great over there. Like what you're doing is it's very, very, very powerful and it's very helpful to people. But even if, you give someone a Ferrari, if he does not go and drive the Ferrari, he won't go and he won't reach his goals.
Tell us about where you were before finding this vehicle, right? Like, what were you doing? Why were you even looking at tech sales? And what were you doing before Soaring?
Yeah, so I kind of had a small and kind of good experience, I would say, in sales, but not tech sales. So I was kind of new to tech sales. I was in high ticket sales, and there were only commissions there and that stuff. So a close friend of mine and a guy who were working together introduced me to tech sales, and as a result, to you. Um, so before joining tech sales, I was in roles that were paying only commissions. So the money were not that consistent. There were ups and downs. um, so, and one other thing is that when you are an SDR or a setter, even if you do a great job, like you hit your KPI, you hit your number, you hit your quota, you won't get rewarded from that. So you only get rewarded if the account executive or the closer does a good job as well and the deal closes. So I didn't have
Yeah.
also control on my input and as a result, what I'm getting out. So I would say that before tech sales, I was in roles that didn't have consistent monthly income. I always had that, anxiety of how to make it to the end of by the end of the month. Of course, to put the same energy, time, and effort into tech sales, you can easily crush it. And also, I love the opportunities and the career growth, which is not the same in high ticket closing. And of course, you're working with bigger companies, more serious stuff. So I would say pretty much love it. And the biggest thing and the most fun thing would be that I had no clue about tech sales like 15 days ago. So that's where I
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, man. That was just 2 weeks ago before Sword. So tell us now that you've landed this job, with it being fully remote, you get base pay. What is life going to be like after? What's exciting? What are you
Yeah.
grateful for now?
So I'm I've literally signed a contract to move to another house with my girlfriend. And I'll pretty much say that I will have this stability, security to be able to provide fully for us and for my family because I want to build a family in the future. So it literally lowers the stress levels so much. I would say pretty much to zero. Of course, you have to do a good job and keep doing what you're doing, put in the work. But the biggest thing I would say is that this stress and this anxiety will drop, and it's already dropped. So
Wow.
totally, game changer because it's all about your mental health and it's all about your health. So I would say it's like I feel healthier. You know what I mean?
Mm. Wow.
And that, as a result, it's on your like you feel more happy, you feel more energetic, and that also affects your relationship as well. So where you're
Absolutely.
anxious when you have so many problems, you cannot be there and provide
Yeah.
mentally as well. So that's another very important thing for me, I would say. So
Wow.
I'd say that I'm more happy and more healthy.
Yeah, man. Well, congratulations on all of the changes that are coming up because I know life 2 weeks ago was very stressful for you, and you didn't really know what you were going to go into. But it's amazing with hard work what can change in just 2 weeks. So very proud of you for that. Question I have for you, Kostas, is there's a lot of different programs out there. There's a lot of different boot camps and different things people can do to try to get into tech sales. Why did you pick Sword?
Hmm. Biggest one because my close friend that we were working together in our previous job, he told me, "Hey man, I got into sales from Jack." I was like, "Okay, who's Jack? Let me talk to this guy." So that was number one. Second one is that the moment I met you, understand that you're a legit person. And another thing I loved is that you believe in God, which it's not so common nowadays. Um, and I kind of could say that I aligned with you, with what you've been through. Um, so, and again, I talked with other people that had worked with you, and every one of them and all of them recommend me to work with you. So I'll be like, okay, so I love it. Let's go. And the most important will be like people I knew that work with you, and of course, the reason that you are such a believer of God, and I love that. So that would be the main two reasons I would say. Of course, you are
I
doing a
fully
great job.
agree.
Of course, I would not just go down that route because what you're offering and what you're doing is great. Uh, there were so many things I didn't knew and how to do it to get a job, and literally the thing that you're teaching to do the job to get a job, it's a game changer. So when you actually calling an SDR manager and someone who is hiring, you're surprised. So it's a great thing.
Absolutely.
So I didn't know that.
Absolutely. Well, you're on the other side now, right? You went through this process, you took the leap of faith. You had some friends that were like, "Hey, Jack's legit, you should trust him," all that. But there's a lot of people out there that are on the fence about working with me. They're not sure. They think I'm some random guy on Instagram or something like that. What would you tell those people that are on the fence?
What Nike says, just do it. Because I would say if you're willing to put the work in and you want to get into tech sales, and you literally are committed to get in tech sales and landing in good job, it's like working with you is like fast pacing your progress. It's like maybe you can find a role doing the job alone in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, but working with you can do it like in 1, 2 weeks. So for me, it's definitely worth. So for everyone that's in the fence of working with you, it's a like game changer working with you. So I would advise just have a conversation with you, meet each other, know each other better, and then just do it. And people are afraid to try something new. You know what I mean? But if you don't try something new, if you don't see what's going on there, you'll never get something new back. And that's how I always operate. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm in a position, should I do it or should I not do it? I will go about, let's give it a try. But if I had, if I choose to give it a try, I go all in because you can give them and you can give us the best tools, as I said. But if I don't do anything and I procrastinate, then it's on me. You know what I mean? So my advice would be just definitely do it.
And you were someone who had bad experiences before with other courses and
Yeah,
training and coaches.
I
But it's like
I
a yeah,
I would much say that got myself into two other courses before working with you, and I paid a lot of money uh, to get into those courses, and one of them was even more expensive, a lot more expensive, not at all with what we are doing. So it's totally, you know, something that you have to do it and you have to try it. So I would pretty much say that I was gathering money to invest in courses. No great results, but I was like, okay, let's do this time, and I think it's going to work, and it definitely worked in 2 weeks. So I was
Yeah.
surprised. I didn't believe it would be that fast, but here we are.
It comes down to your work ethic, though. And
Yeah,
Kostas, you committed to me. You'd be one of the hardest working clients I've ever had. Here we are in 14 days. So the proof is in the pudding. It speaks for itself. So congrats, man, on that.
thank you,
You
man.
talk about working with me a lot. Tell me something about my coaching style that you think was very helpful to you or very unique to you.
You have everything break down step by step. So it's very, very explanatory. You don't get missed nowhere and anywhere. Like and you're there. So when someone has a question, you're there. Also, a big thing is that I believe in this game and in life as well. It's all about your network. So just by working with you, you increase your network. So it's very important as well that you have access to your network. And when I'm working with you, I have access to your network as well. So that's very powerful. Your guidance, your help was there every time I had an interview. Like, hey man, let's jump on a call, talk about this. I want to help you. Uh, every day you try to keep me accountable. That was a big one as well. And pretty much say like I learned things I didn't knew before. Even I was working as a setter in the SDR like 2 years. So that's great. I don't want to give all the details and to spoil something like this. Uh, but I would say to conclude, I learned things I didn't knew before. Accountability, you know, help as many help as I will need, as much as help as I would need, and the other thing that you know you will be there like fast response to all my questions. I met some people that they were working with you as well, so that was great. And the biggest thing I would say is your network. So yeah, man,
I forgot who said it, but they say your network is your net worth, right? I think that's
one
his
hundred
name's on the
percent.
tip of my tongue. But I mean, it's great to have you in the network now. To your point, there's a whole community of people in Sword looking for jobs themselves, trying to break into tech sales. So, um, outside of you landing this job, right, fully remote, great company, what's something you're proud of that you accomplished while you were with Sword?
Trying to balance everything and keep and staying consistent every day and putting the work every day.
Yeah,
So pretty much I was in a position I had zero money in my bank account, so I had to make it, and I put my head down. Zero money. Okay, no, I have no plan B. I have to make it. So I just took my head down. I was doing the job every day, like for so many hours. Um, and I would say pretty much, and the biggest thing was like moving the needle every day. So I
yeah.
think that's what is the game changer.
I would agree. That's probably what I'm most proud of as your coach is how you're able to balance everything, but fully commit and put your back against the wall. Because a lot of people I talk to, they're not willing to put themselves on the line, especially financially, where it's like, hey, I don't really have a backup plan. But the people that don't have a backup plan, they have to make it. They have to survive.
Yeah,
And
yeah, because
that's what led to your work ethic.
yeah, and if I didn't do like I would have no money, and I told you that I was about to move to a new house, a bigger house, with my
Mhm.
girlfriend. So like, man, you have nothing to do. Like you have to make it. Like it's like do it or die. You know what I mean? Like there is no plan B, so you just go and do it. Um,
That's the way to
it's
do it, man.
stress.
Way to go all in.
Yeah, it's a very nice thing. So yeah, I love it, and like landing a job like this and a role like this for a guy like me coming from not that rich country, you know what I mean? And from a background of, my parents were like in the low to mid class. I don't have money. I always remember myself having no money. It's like literally a game changer. So I don't know if that's something I can, pass through the camera and show it to the people who are watching me and hearing me. But it's so important. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
And it does not only affect me, it affects my family as well.
Yeah. And it's going to be your future family and your
Yeah.
children. And that's what we're here for, like generational impact. It's not just about you landing a new job and getting it paid well and all of that. It's how is this going to affect your future and your kids' futures? And that's how God works. God is a God of generations, like things pass through generations. And you can either choose to be a blessing generationally or a curse generational. And you have chosen to be a blessing. So your future kids, your future family, they will thank you for the last 2 weeks of you putting it all out on the line. That's for sure. There's other people still trying to get into tech sales right now. They're not having success. They're struggling. Kostas, what would you tell them to do? Like, what's something you learned in the sword program that if they actually went out and did, it might actually help them land a job?
Yeah. Yeah, I totally get that. First of all, don't give up. That's number one. Because if you give up and you say, no, it does not work, or, Kostas is like you, or this guy is like you that got this job. No, that's nothing. I'm not like you. I'm just a regular guy. So that put in the work. So that's number one. Never give up. Second thing, try to see what are you doing and try to see why you're not having results. And the third thing, you don't have someone to, give you all the insights, support you, and all that stuff. I would highly recommend to work with you and, you know, because this is like a fast track, like it literally boosts you so much. And pretty much myself, I was doing the job before meeting you. Like I was applying to roles, I was doing that stuff because I want to find a job. But when we talked, you showed me so much stuff and so many things that I could have done better. So like, oh man, yeah, that makes sense. That's why I didn't got a job yet. So I would pretty much advise them to not give up at all. Try to see if they can improve something on their outreach, on their applications, on their CV or their resume. So, and the third thing, like try to invest in themselves because it's like an investment in yourself because you learn a ton of stuff. So they can also save a ton of energy and time because time is the most important thing.
Yep.
So that's
Yep.
pretty much my three advices. Like never give up,
Those great.
to grow, and like find someone to help you go where you want to go and where he has been to in as well in the past. So yeah,
Yeah, those are great, man. Especially the second one. I think a lot of people I talk to, they're doing the same thing over and over again, not getting results. And I'll ask them, like, so what have you done over the past 3 months to apply for jobs? Oh, I've been just going on LinkedIn, submitting my application, and no one's getting back to me. And it's like, hold
yeah,
on. You have to like think about that. Think about what you just said. You're doing the same exact thing over and over and you're getting no results and you've changed nothing. That's what we call insanity, folks, right? Like that is not how you're going to land a job. So, Kostas, all of those points are really good. And man, I just want to say thank you again for the opportunity to help you with this job search. It was a blast. You did it very fast. I'm going to miss working with you like that. But that's why we're here. We're here to help you land a job. You got an awesome one, great company, remote, and great pay. So, man, I'm really excited for you and all that you're going to do in the coming weeks and months here in your new role. So, congrats, man.
thank you, man. I don't know how like to express how much this means to me and how much like a life changer it is to me. But like 2025 is going to be a huge year. So I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited to start and cross it there. And I like one word would be like I feel blessed. So that's my conclusion. Like I feel blessed to be able to meet you and work with you. So
Mhm.
yeah, thank you as well, man,
Amen.
and thank you so much.